What is going on, everybody? Back at it again with another YouTube video. And today, we're going to be talking about, I want to say a rumor, but at the same time, it's not really a rumor. And that basically falls into, we're talking about James Harden. Because that's what's going to be the main topic, the main rumor around the Philadelphia 76ers, probably until something happens with James Harden. Now, yesterday, I'm sure everybody that follows Sixers anything on Bleacher Report, The Score, ESPN, you got an alert that said James Harden wants to go, that has informed the Rockets that he wants to go to a team like the Philadelphia 76ers or other contenders. Now, here's why I'm taking this so differently than, other teams should. Other teams' fans should. He singled out the Sixers. He said the Philadelphia 76ers. I mean, things like this do not happen to this city very often. Now, you get your gem here and there, but most of the time it's through the draft that we get our guys. Chase Utley, Ryan Howard, Rollins, they were all brought in through the draft. Embiid, Simmons, draft guys. Giroux, Konechny, Carter Hart, Provorov. They're draft guys. And, with the Phillies, or with the Eagles, you got guys there, sometimes. But usually, the Sixers are the teams that creates the rumors. Usually, it's us Sixers fans that create the rumors for guys like James Harden, Zach LaVine, Bradley Beal, and, guys of that nature. But this time, it came from the mouth of James Harden. He said it, not us. He did. And he singled out the Sixers while saying it. Now, do I think that James Harden do I think he will be a 76er? And my answer to that is, I'm not sure, obviously. I don't have the inside scoop. I don't talk to Daryl Morey every day. I don't talk to James Harden. I don't know. But I do know he wants to play here. He wants to play for a contender, and he singled out the Sixers. What I'm basically saying is, and bringing it back to the point of where this thing doesn't happen to Philadelphia very often, you need to go out and get him. You have to. You got to get this guy. If the Sixers get James Harden, I think they are the best team in the league. I think we go to the championship, and I think we become, we become immediate contenders. We probably have the best three-man star trio in the league, and who knows what that could take us to. Could it take us to the Eastern Conference Finals? Could it take us to the Finals? Could we win the Finals? Now, there's a lot that could happen with these guys. You get James Harden, you're going to have to give up a lot. Matisse and Maxey are as good as gone. And so is Tobias. Because Morey already said he is not trading Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid. And that is why I'm being a little on... That's why I'm 50-50 on if James Harden will become a 76er. If you're not giving up Ben Simmons, it's going to be a lot harder to get this guy. If you give up Ben Simmons in this trade, which I wouldn't do, but say you do, you trade Ben Simmons for James Harden, you would probably have to give up a first and something else for James Harden. But I don't think the Sixers do it. I do not think they trade Ben Simmons, and they shouldn't. They should not trade Ben Simmons. He's 24 years old. He is not even close to the prime of... He's not in the prime of his career yet, and he still has a lot of potential to be great. He already is great, but he has a lot of potential to be even better. And, just the age alone. It's a 7-year age difference. Just that alone, I would not trade Ben Simmons. He's already an all-star. He has already been... He's the second best on-ball defender in the league. Second best. I think Kawhi's first. I think Ben Simmons is second. Now, what What do I think it will take to get Harden in another trade? Tobias, Matisse, Maxey, again, are as good as gone. Then you need to supply the picks. But I think one way to get this deal done, I think you got to make it a 3-team trade. And I think the Kings could be a very good partner for that 3-team trade. I mean, if Houston gets Buddy Hield and they get, Matisse, Maxey, and the Kings get Tobias and Houston gets all the picks, and again, Houston needs to send a player probably to Sacramento. I mean, I don't really know. I'm just kind of spitballing here, but I think the Kings would be a very good trade partner with these two teams. You get a Buddy Hield to go to Houston along with picks and 2 young players that have very high potentials, especially on defense. That's a much better trade than James Harden for Tobias and other guys, because you're trading James Harden, yeah, but James Harden is great. I mean, he's a top 5 player in the league, and we still have to wait to see what he's going to do. He just returned to practice. Well, he returned to Houston yesterday and today, and he has to take 6 tests that do come back positive. I mean, this is going to be a wait. If it happens, it's not going to happen on Friday. It's going to happen maybe at the deadline, maybe midway through the season. We didn't get Jimmy Butler early on in the off season. We got him November, like November 3rd, November 4th, something like that. Am I canceling out a James Harden trade? No, I think that the Sixers actually have the best chance of getting James Harden, and I fully do believe that. Now, it's just going to depend on what they want, because if Ben Simmons is in that deal, I know Morey's not going to do it. And then you got to look at Houston's side. I mean, Daryl Morey just left Houston to go to Philadelphia. It's going to take something to get Harden to go to Philly. It's going to take a lot. And it's going to take a lot of time. But just know that if it does happen, this team is going to be insane. You're going to lose players, yes. You're going to lose probably Matisse. You're going to lose Maxey. You're going to lose Tobias and picks. That's what I think the package would be. Now, I could be wrong. It could definitely be more. It could definitely be maybe a little less. I don't know. Maybe they take one young guy. Maybe they take Matisse and they want like Scott for contract reasons or something like that. But I'm just spitballing here. Obviously, James Harden is a great player in this league, top 5, I think. I think he's arguably the best scorer in the league. I don't have him as that, but I definitely have him number 2. I have Kevin Durant number 1. He would work great with this team. Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid, and James Harden they're the best big 3 in the league. They are. And, they could very well win a championship with those 3. They could. I don't see why they couldn't. You got role players that could shoot. And those 3, that's a championship team. That's a championship contender. That's a winner. It's just going to take some time. I mean, if it happens, again, it's going to take time. But if we get him, I'm willing to wait. Whether it's this year, next year, or, he becomes a free agent in 2 years and we just pick him up then. But, the Sixers, they do need a third player. They need a third star. I believe so. To really put you over the top. And no matter who that is, I think he has to be better than Tobias Harris. I think Tobias would be the best 4th option in the league. He's a good 3rd option, but he would be the best 4th option. And I think you win a championship with James Harden on your team. I do. But, again, this is just me putting a couple things together, just talking about James Harden. It would be great if we got him. Do I see it happening? I don't know. I'm 50-50 on that. It really could happen. It really couldn't happen. I mean, I'm not ruling either one of them out. It's not a definite. But, with that being said, thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And, peace.